Good afternoon. I'm Tom Butcher of the Zero Project, and I'm here virtually. Well, actually, no, I'm here in reality, but Fred MAAHS, founder of Journeyable, is with me virtually, sadly. Fred is going to tell us about the Journeyable inspiration, how it inspires us to journey limitlessly. And Fred, I'm going to pass over to you to introduce the introductory video, and then we'll just settle into some questions.
Perfect, Tom. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you and with everyone today. And as a co-founder of Journeyable, we're just thrilled to be a part of the conference today. So I'd like to start off with a very short video of just a little bit about me and leading into Journeyable.
Thanks so much.
I'm Fred MAAHS Jr. Growing up, I always had an adventurous spirit, wanting to do and learn things independently. At the age of 18, I was on vacation with my family, just days before starting my first year of college. I dove into shallow water and broke my neck, instantly paralyzed from the chest down. During the first week after my accident, the doctors focused on what I couldn't do. Well, I thought differently. I got tired of hearing what they were saying, so I told them, let's throw away the book and focus on what I can do and want to do. I quickly realized the world wasn't built for people like me. I traveled the globe during my corporate career and experienced accessibility in just about every form. I knew then that I had to use my platform to make the world a better, more accessible place for all. At times, life isn't always easy. When I need assistance when traveling or even navigating new terrain, people will show up when you least expect it. I may do things a little bit differently these days, but I'm constantly reminded that I have the power to choose how I experience life. I am empowered by my independence, my desire to explore, and to show others that so many things in life are possible. I hope to show that no matter our circumstances, we all have the power to enjoy any beautiful experience of life, even if we need a little help now and then.
Great. Thank you very much indeed. I certainly envy you going up in a helicopter and all those places you seem to be filming at. You know, location filming, one thing I'd love to do. Fred, I'd like to start with why you believe accessibility is a universal term.
Wonderful to start, Tom. So if you think about it, and you know, when we started to build out what we're doing at Journeyable, you know, we know the numbers. You know, there are about 1.4 billion people that are reported to have a disability. We think that number is actually low. If you add in family members and caregivers, suddenly you're probably closer to 4 billion people. So about 50% of the population. But realistically, at one point or another, all of us have had a little something, whether it's a mental challenge, depression, anxiety, something. And statistically, as we get older, especially over the age of 55, you start to experience things a little bit differently. Maybe a little trouble getting up or down the stairs, out of bed. Maybe you can't hear as well. Maybe you need glasses or something else. You know, so there are lots of things. So we believe that really disability, accessibility impacts everyone in the world.
Great. Well, I'm afraid I fall into all those categories, being 68, and I don't think it's ever going to get any better, but at least it might stabilize a bit. So it's interesting you use those figures, because I believe that the accessible community is really larger than any one of us understands, and it appears to be the case that you do as well. And I think it's this whole issue that when statistics get too large, they become incomprehensible. Would you agree?
Totally agree. And we at Journeyable believe that too, that, you know, listen, in my travels, as I mentioned in the video, over my, you know, many 30 plus years in the corporate world, and as I continue today, you really can't find a universally accepted standard. What does accessibility mean? What does it mean to have a disability? You know, if you travel from one country to another, and frankly, even here in the States, you're going to get different answers. So instead of working in silos, we're trying to bring everyone together at Journeyable, and really what we've built is a global community of individuals and organizations and more to work together, and it's exciting.
Oh, I can imagine it's incredibly exciting and also incredibly challenging. So my third question before diving really in depth, how does Journeyable bring accessibility to the forefront?
It's our primary focus, right? So we bring it to the forefront, frankly, by, you know, there's so many ways. Literally everything we do at Journeyable is focused on making the world a better place for everyone, so everyone can enjoy it, no matter what your disability, no matter what your limitation, no matter what your ability, no matter what your age, your situation. So we focus on making sure that people have the resources, the information that they may need on our platform. So if you go to our site, you can read stories from our contributors, our content contributors, people that we call pioneers, that speak about their own experiences from different aspects, different perspectives, different abilities. And that in itself is a resource for anyone who comes and reads these. To maybe they have a similar situation and they don't understand, or maybe they are thinking about travel to a place anywhere in the world. And so you can literally search by your ability, your disability, your situation, your destination, with drop down, menus and click throughs, and find something, find some place, find someone that you recognize or you align with, and learn from their experience. And there's so much more. I mean, we work with organizations. Zero Project is one of our partners. Thank you. And many of the folks that are in the audience, many of the folks around the world, their organizations, individuals that work with us, really to talk about why is it important? Why is it important to really make the world accessible to all, and to break down all barriers, attitudinal, physical, you name it, so that everyone has the ability to travel physically or even through the experience of others without barriers.
Great. Thanks so much. And I'm going to go back. So you bring accessibility to the forefront, and through that you empower. And each of the, as it were, tools on your website, I would describe as a jigsaw piece of empowerment. If you were going to kind of sum up, which of the most important, or are they all important to you?
I think they're all important. So we're empowering people by helping them not only to understand, but actually to learn from the content that's on our site.
Yeah.
They now have the ability to literally look for resources to help them book travel.
Yeah.
So people that we will refer them to. I think all of it's relevant. Our episodic series that we have will show people how to do it. We've built a library. In addition to that, and thankfully to one of our exclusive academic partners, St. Cloud State University,
Yeah.
And their Center for International Disability Advocacy and Diplomacy, their Access to All program provides a badging and accreditation program to help train people who are either in the industry or have an interest in the industry to better work, better serve people with disabilities.
Great. Thank you. Someone's just flashed me the 5 minutes, so I've got a couple of
Oh
questions.
no, it's the 5 minutes.
Oh, no, don't worry at all. They flashed me the 5 minutes, so I've got two questions, and then I'm going to ask you something as well. So I believe that Journeyable is holistic, so it's not just persons with disabilities, but it's caregivers, it's family, it's the whole community. Am I correct?
You are correct. We're literally touching
Yeah.
the world, and we're not doing it in a silo. We're very collaborative. We welcome people, organizations to join us. And thanks to my co-founder, Tony Colantonio, who helped me to realize this dream a little more than 2 years ago. He's there with you today. And our partner, Paul Cohen. I hope people seek them out and learn even more about what Journeyable has to offer.
Excellent, thank you. And then my last question, which is, it's something that I've had experience with, and it is difficult, which is, it's an intractable question, which is, how do you change the mindset to can from cannot do?
Yeah, it takes education, it takes representation, it takes a lot of things. So as we all know, people with disabilities are the most underrepresented, underserved population in the world. The more that we are seeing, the more that we're showing what we can do versus what we're focusing on what we can't, we normalize the conversation. And that's where we want to get to. We do that through our content on Journeyable. We do that through our stories, our videos, you name it. And we'll continue to do that. We want to show people that at the end of the day, we're all people first. We may do things a little bit differently, but we're all in this together.
Absolutely. So I'm going to ask a question that I always ask, because we haven't got 0.2 seconds, which is, if there's one thing that you want the viewers and the people who are sitting in front of me here in the UN to take away with them, what would it be, Fred?
Is that let's collaborate, let's work together, join our community at Journeyable, go to our website, contact us. Let's not work in silos. Let's work around the world together to make this happen.
Great. Fred, I am only displeased that you're not here and I can't meet you in person.
Next year, Tom.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not even second best seeing you on the screen there, especially as you're amongst about 7 panes on the screen. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Where am I speaking to? Where are you?
We're here in Wilmington, Delaware in the U.S. And I can't thank you enough for the opportunity. Thank you for having us. And we look forward to working together going, in the future.
Great, and we too. Fred, thanks so much. Look after yourself and happy journeying.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Take care.
I will,
Bye-bye.
or I'll try.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.